Welcome back, MTG Joe here, and bans are in. Welcome to post-ban standard. Omnath, Lucky Clover, and Escape to the Wild have all been banned in standard. So we should probably see a downtick on adventures, no 4-color ramp piles, no draw 5 after you play every land in your deck. So it's a pretty exciting time. Also in Historic, Omnath got banned, and Burning Tree Emissary got unbanned, so we'll revisit some historic content in probably the next couple of days. But Standard's pretty open again. We can brew up some decks. Right now, I think the meta is going to be blue-black rogue mill style strategies, either all-in rogues or the more mill-focused version. That's what we're going to be playing today. Then we have like Gruul and green-based aggro decks. You have the Rakdos mid-range deck. It'll be interesting to see if any sort of Winota decks or stuff like that pops up. But what we're going to try out first here is Seth Manfield's list from the Magic Championship over the weekend. This is a blue-black Lurrus mill deck. Particularly this version here, unlike Croaky's that's playing the crabs to kind of turbo mill your opponent. This one's looking to play a little bit more of a beatdown style role and control with Vantress Gargoyle. So this is a powerful 2-drop, but it has a lot of conditions to make. Can't attack unless your opponent has 7 cards in the graveyard. Can't block unless you have 4 cards in hand. And it can tap itself to mill each player a card. So with the core of the deck, you basically have Thieves Guild Enforcer, Vantress Gargoyle, and Soaring Thought-Thief as the way you kind of win through your opponent. The rest of the deck, and we'll play it through and see how it goes. I'm actually looking at the list, and I may want to add in a Call of the Death Dwellers. But we'll play it through, see how it goes. You have Bloodchief Thirst, Heartless Act as removal. I'm playing an extra Cling to Dust over Silundi Vision. And I may actually just play... Maybe inclined to play just another Call of the Death Dwellers, but we'll see. So you have Thieves Guild, Soaring Thought-Thief as ways to mill, Drown in the Loch as ways to counter or kill stuff from your opponent. Lofty Denial with the Flyers is a counter spell. You have Frantic Inventory as well to draw you cards. Mystical Dispute as a kind of a counter, kind of paired up with the Lofty Denial. Into the Story refills your hand when they have 7 or more cards in the graveyard, so it's 4 mana draw 4. Pretty much with that, the deck. I'm going to cut these and play Call of the Death Dwellers. So I'll make that little change, Call of the... I really like this. There's a lot of mill going around, so being able to kind of pull things back. In the sideboard, just more removal, ways to pick out the graveyard, counter spells, discard. Skyclave Shade has been pretty good in the mirrors or mill decks to be able to pull stuff from the graveyard. Just a reoccurring creature, another dispute, and Lullmage's Domination is 3 mana, steal pretty much your opponent's best thing. Very good at taking a Lurrus and stuff like either Lurrus, Croxa, anything like that. So we'll fire it up. We are in the top 500 Mythic right now. We will see how it goes. We can go from there. Go Lurrus Mill, see how it goes. Thanks, Fidurma, for the follow. Yeah, not as many rogues in this build. This one's a little bit more of like a Dimir kind of control-y style shell that's looking to be down. I was playing a bit of Croaky's mill one as well. We'll see. We'll probably port between the two and go from there. Playing Baboosh number 49 on the ladder. I wanted to try this one out. I was playing Croaky's list as well. But we'll try out both of those, see how they go. Kind of a mulligan with these. We don't know if there gets an aggressive deck. Opponent goes first, so we're kind of on the back foot. Okay, we'll keep this. Put a... Into the Story away. We're ways away. Ideally, we draw a black source. Okay, they can be on... It's probably a Winota deck. I've also not liked the castles in these builds, so I'm probably going to take those out. You generally want as many lines that come into play untapped. So this is going to be a bit of a problem. Yeah, I'm really excited to not have to play Lurrus. I think mana efficiency wise we go Thought-Thief. This hand's not working out well. It's not that great. This could be still probably a Winota deck. I have a Spike Field. Can block here. I think I'm gonna actually switch to the other mill deck. I like that one more. How many cards? 5. So these get bigger now. This dispute's not going to do much. I think after this game we'll switch decks. Skyclave. The nice thing is you can usually screw up the top of their deck. Jeez, we're just not drawing anything. So I'm probably gonna drown this on the attack. Counter that. I want to keep the Sky Thief. Can't do much there either. Yeah, so it is Winota. It's a free block here, but we do want to take Winota off the battlefield. Here I'm going to kill the Skyclave and then block the Stonecoil Serpent. Gets that out of the way. This is a little awkward with our lands, but I think we still try that out. Okay, that's fine. So I can bring this back. I could cling to dust. We really want another black source. Let's see what they do here. Like they're kind of incentivized to I'll take a Thieves Guild. I think we... Because I have Drown in the Loch to kill whatever they play after. This just gets something going. If they want to use Shatter Skull, that's fine. They're at 35 cards. Post board, we bring in a lot more removal as well. Savior is an interesting one. So I can force them to mill the top. I think we do this. Like, I know Into the Story is more mana efficient. But I want to take the Savior off the battlefield. And then I could Cling to just draw a card. It's going to be a no for me. Yeah, I'm going to test out a couple decks today. Starting with a couple Dimir Rogue decks, like the mill style. So we're starting with Seth Manfield's. I'm going to play Croaky's one as well. So this is an Eliminate matchup. They'll probably bring in something for the graveyard, so still keeping a Cling in. Mystical Disputes could come out. The Vantress Gargoyle could only block if there's 4 more cards, so maybe we cut a couple of these. Play the Lullmage Dominations. I don't think we want negates. Cling to Dusts are probably fine there. Surprised we won that game. We got stuck on mana. We'll play this probably 2 matches, and then we'll switch to Croaky's for 2 matches. Okay, we'll set up the Scry, kill what they play on 1, kill what they play on 2. That's actually really good. I can shock in next turn, play out the Bloodchief. If that's the case. Probably not right now. Slow start by the opponent. They probably have like a Bone Crusher. Okay. Well, they can use their mana here. Oh, they don't have Bone Crusher. Start by attacking. Play out the Trinome Zagoth. I'm going to Frantic Inventory or Heartless Act, depending on what we want to set up here. I kind of like having the Heartless Act for when they have Winota. You want the instant speed removal to deal with that. Play Agadeem's next turn. What have you folks been trying out so far? I got this. We'll try out an Esper Doom Foretold list, as well as revisit the Rakdos list. Mythic Matt's Esper list, kind of tweak that, and then Samsoni's Rakdos list. Opponents in the tank. Yeah, we're gonna try. That list was pretty fun, and I thought like its biggest issue was Omnath, so that being gone, like just being able to 1-for-1 and discard is going to be a lot more relevant in this format. We're seeing that already with just targeted removal. So opponent either disconnected or is tanking. Okay, Cling to Dust. Okay, they had Ember Cleave. Here. That's not what I wanted to do. So ideally what we do here, I don't want to necessarily exile this. Phoenix of Ash. So destroy this, and then we'll Cling to Dust it. Another Cling to Dust is nice here. Second Heartless Act. I think I might want to keep the Cling to Dust up. So let's just bring... I got 3 cards in library. Let's bring Lurrus to hand. I don't have removals, so can't do too much right now with it. Sick. Took down 49 on the ladder. Up to 261. Gonna make just a quick change. I don't like the castle on the list. Just play a swamp. So this is a modification of Seth Manfield's list with the gargoyles, playing the package with just the 12 creatures. We'll test out Croaky's list as well with the crab for Turbo Mill. 1-0 so far with this one, taking down number 49 on the ladder. Fire up another one. Probably going to see a lot more escape threats, so I think having 2 Clings main one side is relevant, as well as I brought in the line turns as well against Rakdos. Just the entirety of the deck is mill oriented. Opponent goes first. Keep, I guess. Hey Warlock, this is game 2 thus far. So we played Winota right now first. This is the Rakdos mill deck, so this one will be an interesting one. The nice thing is they kind of self-enable these Drown in the Lochs. They're at 2 cards in graveyard. So I might Heartless Act this. Playing some games, seeing how it is. We'll take the 2 points of damage here. See what they play out. If nothing else, then I'll just Heartless Act. I would like a mill effect, especially because if they're putting it on top. Okay, so we would like some pressure ideally, but I have this Mystical Dispute. Hey John, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Okay, well, if the opponent's not going to play stuff, bodes pretty well for us. I think with Lurrus, do we want to keep... No, let's just play this tapped for now. Opponent's kind of playing the slow game. How's testing going so far, John, with the new bands? Saw you were on earlier. Opponent's got a really slow start here. Like, we haven't drawn any of our creatures. That's fine. Just Heartless Act it. Hey, still 100% win rate. Definitely looking for some action here. Like, literally any of our creatures would be good. I know opponent probably has a handful of removal. Okay, Frantic Inventory is actually pretty good. Gives us something to do with our mana. I want to hold up the Dispute because we're not going to get much more time. Yeah. The thing is, with Lurrus, they kind of know we're on rogues. I don't want them to get that value. It lets them create a bunch of tokens. We can't, like, we're more of a 1-for-1 deck. Okay, them getting these out of the way is good for when I eventually drop creatures. The one thing with this deck is it's slower to close, like, you don't have as many creatures. So you're not milling as quickly. They haven't hit Kroxa yet. This helps them find Kroxa as well, which having triple Drown in the Loch's nice. That's very good. And that's also very good. So ideally, anything but Kroxa, we just pass, let them resolve it, play Thieves Guild, play into the story. I may still counter if they play like Timerat. This is probably Kroxa. So with this, because they're going to make me discard anyways, and I don't particularly want to discard, so they'll escape here, but then I'll counter it again. Basically just don't want this to resolve. This does put cards in their graveyard. I'd really like a Cling to Dust. Okay, call's not terrible. So they have 5. They just need 1 card in the graveyard. Bring Lurrus to hand, pass turn. So they can kill this, try to escape Kroxa again. They're definitely on like heavy removal, is my guess. So we probably just play out Lurrus here. If they have removal, they have removal. That's fine. I'll get it back with call next turn. They can't escape Kroxa here unless they have another removal. Double Bone Crusher. Call could only get back one of them. It's a tad annoying. That's fine. Let them mill here. Because I can get Lurrus back and then get back thing. And then hold up Drown in the Loch as well. Got 36 cards. These Kroxas are going to start being a bit of an issue. Kind of surprised I didn't try to Kroxa here. We didn't have a counter for either of those that it looked like. Without the crabs, like, we've also only seen one of our 12 creatures in 16 cards. Okay, into the story is something. I think what we do here... We get back Lurrus. Yeah, I'm playing 2 Klings main one side. But them having 2 Croxas in this case doesn't do wonders. Half their deck's been seen, so they can escape Croxa. I'm slowly running out of counters. Liliana. I don't particularly want to deal with that. This is just being reoccurring value is going to be kind of annoying. Probably lost this one. Soaring Thought-Thief is something. Just try to mill him out that way. Can draw off that. Can hit him with the Menace. So I think what we do... Let's into the story, because if I hit another land... It's actually not terrible. I can refill, play this out, play the Thought-Thief from graveyard. Probably going to have to win through mill this game. I was hoping for an untap line, because I could have attacked with this, trigger this. They keep top. Okay, let's see if they fetch. It's probably going to be Croxa. They have 16 cards, so even with the Croxa exile. I think we do this because we're not blocking these. At least it takes one of them off the battlefield. So we know they kept something on top. Okay, we did draw Cling, which is nice. I can block with Vantress Gargoyle as well. So I think what we do here... There are 23 cards. They'll attack with Croxa. That's fine. I'll flash in Thieves Guild. Block the Giant as well. Sick. Got him. Got them. So this matchup, probably want the Eliminates, the other Cling, Bloodchief. Yeah, so this one's kind of Vantress Gargoyle. This is Seth Manfield's list with some modifications post-banned. There's Croaky's one as well with Rune Crab. So in this matchup here, I think we get rid of... Okay, let's get rid of the Disputes. Frantic Inventory. I think I actually want that over a couple Into the Stories. Doesn't seem as good there. I don't mind Call of the Death Dwellers. Cutting Silundi Vision cuts down my number of lands. Which I probably don't want. I think we want the Clings. We want all the removal. Probably trim the Gargoyles. I think we just trim the Gargoyles. Just try to win through mill. Control the board, steal their Croxa, win that way. So in that case, let's bring in another into the story. I don't want too many. Welcome folks tuning in. We are game 2 into New Standard, playing modified Seth Manfield. We're on the draw. This hand's like pretty gas if we hit a second land. 2 looks to hit that. I think we got a mulligan. Oh my god. Oh, that's how you... It's generally how you lose games. The nice thing is these inventories will help us dig. Trident. I think I want to get this going. So we'll flash in Thought-Thief. Should have probably kept that first hand. 2 cards. It's fine. Okay, no Kroxa is a good sign at least. Flash this in, attack them, puts them at 6, puts them at 9, so I can still counter if they draw Kroxa. Bloodchief Thirst is also nice here. I think we... One sec, let's see what we mill over first. Six, 9. I think we get rid of the Mire trade-in because of the Death Touch. If I draw another rogue. Mind you, most of ours trade anyways, at least this way if I need to hold this back on defense. Okay, so I didn't draw that great. This could be Kroxa, but Liliana we counter. Another trade-in's fine. They are beating us just in the race. Multi-5 will do that to you. Heartless Act's nice. Land. Cling to Dust is great. Okay, we'll pass turn. So they kept 2 on top, so we're going to want to attack in this turn. Block here. So I want to keep the counter available. There, the Shade. That's good as well. So I can do this now, which I think we do. Pass turn. Probably Thieves Guild. It's 4-2. I can drown in the Loch. I think we have to. The multi-5s hurt this game. They very well can have some sort of removal spell for this. They can also just play out Bone Crusher. I think I am preferring the Turbo Mill version. We'll play it after this game. Did we freeze? Did our opponent freeze? What's happening? Okay, their rope's going. So did we disconnect or did they disconnect? Let's see what's happening here. Looks like our opponent. The one like I was playing Croaky's list, just having the crabs even goes a long way. Plus he plays 16 creatures versus the... We just don't have the density. We're trading a lot of 1-for-1, but the opponent's getting like incremental reoccurring value at a Skyclave. I like having these in the side as well. Opponent might have disconnected. Nope. Oh, I got Rankle out of the way. I think we lost this. Yeah, let's just go to the next game. Let's try not to multiply. Sounds good. Do I just want the gargoyles? Let's try the gargoyle plan. The shades in this matchup don't do that much. They get like a lot of tokens, but I think just having like a 5/4 body to attack in with can be relevant. Keep gargoyle into gargoyle. So you can start milling. Yeah, I think we do this. You can at least block right now, play this temple, and then have a decision of either flash or that. Okay, Bloodchief's fine. Ooh, that's very good. Does that change anything? Probably not. Go gargoyle here. Play this out, play this out. Perfect. Use all your removal. Scrawler, thanks for the follow. Appreciate the support. Agadeem seems pretty good here. I think we get this mill going. Turns us on here. Okay, they did find a Croxa, which is very scary. If they have a land, they untap land, they can escape here. Nope. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you stopping by. So this is interesting. I can return to the story. Okay, so let's attack first. I can do this, try to get a land, set up for the following turn, which I think we do, because then I can Agadeem's back a couple things. Probably want another black source here. So I'll pass the turn. This is also good. I can get back Vantress and Thing. So we'll probably ditch the Frantic Inventory. Ooh, not playing out there works out nicely. They need to decide here if they want to kill this, probably. Take the damage. Play out calls here. Have this Frantic Inventory if they don't escape Kroxa. Could be like, okay, so Death Touch. I think we put the Menace here. They don't have too many flyers. That's fine. Don't care too much about that. They can play the Shade if they want. They could play the Bone Crusher, but I'm hitting them for 7. That should seal it up. Take that. That's mine. Thank you, friend. Now I gotta escape. Steal another Kroxa. Let's take, most of the lists are running Chandler. I was gonna give it another shot with Chandler. Up to 198. It feels powerful, like what we're doing,